Saki mbwembwana kwele mchele kwa kuku kumwaga. Sako na wapenda yatusema nitasikia.
Hello, Tanzania Unite Scholars. Welcome back. It's Dr. Fundi again. So today, I'm just going to continue a little bit with my life story. Before we get too far, I just want to go back a little bit and talk again about lead poisoning. So I had talked about my work, the work that I was doing with with the Center for Urban Research and Environmental Education at the University of Baltimore County. As I spoke before, that lead poisoning is a big issue for old cities, especially east coast of the United States. Lead was used in paints, lead was used in gasoline, and also lead was used in several manufacturing industries. So when those industries actually died off, most of that lead was left in the soil, causing soil pollution because of lead concentration being so high in those soils. So before I go too far, I want to give you some a little bit of a project, because I think it's important for you as you are learning a little bit about my life. At the same time, you need to learn the scientific ways of actually collecting information and also presenting that type of information. So today, you guys are going to do a simple project to research the topic of lead poisoning. So what I want you to do, at the end result or the outcome of the whole activity, you are going to actually create a pamphlet, informational pamphlet that can help people understand what lead poisoning is. At the same time, you are also going to make a video of that pamphlet. So there's two products from this activity or this project. One, you are going to create an informational pamphlet about lead poisoning. In that informational pamphlet, you are going to have a title, which is going to be lead poisoning. And then you're going to have an introduction section. In the introduction section, I want you to put the definition of lead poisoning and also talk a little bit about lead poisoning in Tanzania, if there's anything related to lead poisoning in Tanzania. And also include some pictures. So you can put a few pictures about lead, or the picture of lead, or people who have been affected by lead poisoning. So that's one. Two, I want you to actually talk about the causes. What causes lead pollution? What causes lead to be in the soil? So things like lead in gasoline, things like paint. When they paint the house and the chips from that paint fall down, it can get into the soil, and the lead concentration of those soil can go up. So talk about those causes of lead pollution in the soil. So you can include some pictures as well in that particular section. And also I want you to talk about the health problems of lead poisoning. The health problems of lead poisoning. So for lead poisoning, if the concentration of your blood lead levels is very high, it can be fatal. But for lower concentration, it can cause a lot of other neurological problems. So you need to talk about issues related to neurological problems, issues related to child development, brain development issues, and how that lead actually interfere into those particular areas. And at the end, for this informational pamphlet, I want you to write at least 5 lessons learned. What did you learn from this activity? Once you are done with the pamphlet, I want you to actually create a video. Okay, so you're gonna actually make a video, informational video about lead poisoning, and you can share that online so people can learn more about lead poisoning. Okay, so that's the project following my part 1 introduction. And then in the next 2 days, I will continue with my story. So you can learn more about what I'm doing, what I have done in between, and what I'm hoping to do in the future. Thank you, and stay with me. Bye-bye.
Nanipaga moyo nikianza kulia chozi nafutia.